Good morning, all. It's so nice to see you today. I would like to invite our honored guest, Sue, and her husband, Steve, to come and join us up at the front. There are special chairs here for you. And while they're making their way to the front, I want you to think about this for just a moment. Sue has been the administrative assistant at St. James for 25 years. That takes us back to 1995. Think for a moment about your life in 1995 and what it was like. Mine was very different at that point. I had a growing family of 2 preteen children. Life was very different when you think about all of the technology and things that have changed in that time period. Wow. And Sue has been there through it all and grown with us, grown with the technology, grown with the position in so many ways. And I invited Steve to come up front and join her as well, too, because I think he has been very supportive of her in that role. And I'm sure listened to a few gripes and complaints and comments about things and people and so on and so forth over the years. But we're really delighted to be able to acknowledge, Sue, that you've been with us in this position for 25 years. It certainly means a lot to all of us, and you have helped us in so very many ways. I'm going to turn the microphone over to Pastor Marquardt, who's going to deliver a few comments of his own.
Have I told you about the first time I walked into the building here? I don't think I did. First time I drove up, because I had been assigned right out of school. I drove from my parents' house, got off at whatever that road is, came up north on 60th Street, saw the church, said, wow, this is a beautiful church. And I've never heard of St. James before. I hadn't. And then I walked inside and I said, wow, this is beautiful. And as I came inside, I met 3 different people. One of them was Marty, because Marty was staring inside my car, and he was going to call the police because he thought some homeless person was trying to, move in or something. He was only, half right on that one. Then I met Pastor Kasulki, and he introduced me to Sue. And he said, Sue is so good at her job. She is reliable. She is discreet. She will talk with you about things, and she doesn't even take it home to Steve. If you have anything that you need, you can ask her, and she can help you out. And in almost 4 years, I found that to be the case. Sue has been very helpful through many different situations. Some people come into the building, and they're very nice to me. They're very positive. Sue gets to meet them first. She gets to be the first person. She introduces herself. They're happy to see Sue. They're happy to see me. It all works out. Sometimes people come in, and they're not quite so friendly. We have one person we refer to as my buddy. I'm not going to say her name right now, but she can be sort of unpleasant. But even with unpleasant people, Sue shows a grace and dignity that is fitting of the position and is fitting for St. James. You should be wary of organizations that have too much turnover. That's what I've heard. And if that's the case, St. James is to be commended for having so little turnover at this very important position for so long. Sue has provided a stability for many years, one that I've picked up on right away, one that I really appreciate. She is steady. She is on time. She is reliable, more so than I am, really. She is good at her job. I couldn't ask for anybody more qualified, and like Neva said, through many different situations. There was a school, then there wasn't a school, then there's a preschool, now there's a new school here, and there are all sorts of different people in and out of the building from year to year, different faces, and Sue seems to have a good memory of many of them. Somebody new comes in, I say, I've never met this person in my life. Sue says, oh, I remember this person. This is a former member. This is a person who used to come in. She is extremely helpful. I'm grateful for her. I said, Sue, if you ever leave, I'm going to. Let's hope it doesn't come to that. Let's hope Sue's here forever, as long as she can stand it anyway. But in any case, she's very good at what she does, and I'm very grateful for her. She's made my life so much easier. One of the big things about an organization is just the people that you work with. You can love the job, but if the people are a pain, then it's no fun. But I really enjoy having Sue around, and I'm grateful she's here today. And 1995, I was 4, and she'll be here for many years to come, Lord willing. So thank you, Sue. Thank you for all you've done, and all you've done for me especially. So.
Thank you, Pastor, for your remarks and comments and making us think back to 1995. It was a while ago. Next, on behalf of the congregation, Tim Meister is going to speak.
Good morning, everyone, and good morning, Sue. It's great to be able to be observing this event today because we don't get this opportunity that often, given that St. James has a staff of less than a handful of people. So when we can observe something like this, it's always a joyful event. Our small but mighty team here at St. James does tremendously benefit from all of the efforts of not only Sue, but all the volunteers that contribute in efforts both big and small. We have ushers, PowerPointers, lay communion assistants, people who help with yard work and setting up things, cleaning up. And so we are able to go with kind of a skeleton crew, but all of those tasks, most of them, if not all of them, flow through the church office and in some way arrive at Sue's desk. And so that work does need coordination and effort, and so we're grateful there as well. Everyone is wrong. Today we're not celebrating Sue's 25th anniversary. It's more like 25 and 1/2 years. This event was supposed to be held in May or June, I believe, but that didn't happen, obviously, for God had different plans there. Speaking of planning, I do also want to acknowledge the planning committee that put in effort and time to think about this event, which includes Neva Kimball, Yvonne Wilson, Muriel Hoffman, Amy Lau, as well as some of the children and music directors. This isn't necessarily the direction we thought this event was going to be going about a year ago today, but regardless, here we are. And actually, about a year ago, we were thinking about, well, what kind of an event would this be? And the church policies state that at 25 years, an employee is entitled to a congregational dinner. We are not going to the gym after this service for a dinner or down to the auditorium, but we're still here and we're still pleased that we're able to acknowledge you and celebrate you and to thank you for 25 and 1/2 years of faithful service to the congregation. The church secretary does play a very critical role here within our congregation. The building operations and even our ministry couldn't really run without your efforts. I tried to think of all the things you do around here and all the tasks, and then I realized that even after having been involved with church leadership for over 10 years, I don't even know what all you do. But I do know the lights are always on, our bills are always paid, work with contractors and vendors always proceeds smoothly, and so I guess we rest assured that things are happening behind the scenes. So on behalf of the Council of Elders, the Executive Board, as well as the congregation, we do want to thank you not only for all that we see you doing, but maybe more importantly for all that we don't see you doing, but we know gets done. So with that, I would like to present to you the congregational gift. So if you would come up here, and this is just a very small token of our appreciation for all you do. One item or a card can't really sum up our thanks to you, but we do want to know that you're appreciated, valued, and loved here.
Thank you, Tim, for those kind words. The next part of our little program includes a song presented by the children just for you, Sue. And it's a video recording. So if you would like to focus your attention on the screen, and my friend Eric is going to get it set up for us. It is a song called Thank You, Miss Sue. Wow, I was almost tempted to invite you to join in on that last chorus because I think you could have done it. It was a great song. Thank you especially to Becca Schaefer for organizing the children in that song. Thank you to the settlers, Megan and Eric, for putting it all together. And thank you, children and families that sang the song. That was just really, really inspiring and so very true. So thank you, Miss Sue. And next on our little program, Sue would like to say a word or two. A word or two. So please welcome her.
Good morning. Good morning. Oh, I went blank. We go through life looking for a path or paths to follow. Sometimes they're obvious, sometimes they're not. Then God comes along, taps you on the shoulder, and goes, "This way. This is the path I want you to follow. Trust me." For 25 years, I have been following that path for you at St. James. It has truly been a blessing for me. It was the path I needed to take personally. It was the path I needed to take spiritually. And for that, I was grateful. So thank you for letting me serve you these many years and for you to walk with me and beside me as I journey through the path serving you. Thank you.
Thank you, Sue, for taking the time to express your feelings to us. I don't know if I could have done that. I would have been too emotional after that song, I think, but wow. You've got that fortitude for sure. In my closing comments, I would just like to thank the committee members that Pastor Marquardt mentioned before for helping to put this all together. We have a small little treat to share with you as you're leaving the sanctuary today. We have some individually packaged chocolate candy bars from Ultimate Confections, and they are in honor of Sue. They say thank you on them, and you get your choice. You get to pick dark chocolate, milk chocolate, or white chocolate. So be thinking of your choice. The committee members are going to help pass them out at the doorways as you exit. We're going to invite Sue and Steve, if they're willing, to greet you in the parking lot and say hello and congratulations to Sue, and maybe share a moment of your thoughts or ideas with her. I would remind you as well that there is a card box on the narthex table if you have a card or message in writing that you wanted to share with Sue. And thank you all for taking this time to honor a VIP in our midst. So thank you, Miss Sue. That song is still going through my head. I really enjoyed it. So would you give Sue a round of applause as she and Steve make their way? Good, thank you.